Hello, my name is Zidane Teo Ramos. I'm one of the students who's gonna be talking about this unemployment in the Philippines.
Hello, everyone. I am Princess Fiba Sanikakad. I am a grade 10 student in the section of Einstein, and we'll be talking about the levels and rates of unemployment since 2001 to 2015.
Uh, Hello, my name is Khalid, and I'll be sharing my analysis regarding the unemployment in the Philippines.
So, we will be talking about the levels and rates of the under unemployment since 2001 to 2015. And we can clearly see that in 2001, there's majority of people, Filipino people in the Philippines, still have jobs, and yet it is still decreasing over the years. And in 2010, almost more than one half of million, or like 51% of those without jobs, were young people age 15 to 24. And we all know that 15-year-olds are still minors, and that is illegal, and yet Filipino people feel like they need to work because they are constantly in the working class or in poverty just to support their own family and their own parents.
Just as Viva mentioned, it's really kind of unfortunate that people like even the minors have to work. The poverty in the Philippines is so massive that even 15-year-olds like me, I'm 16, but there are people younger than me working their butts off just to pay for their medicine or anything. Under unemployment in the Philippines, even they even consider unemployment for teenagers. I'd think that unemployment for adults are really bad, but when at the point that they also considered unemployment for teenagers, that means that the Philippines is really suffering a lot from poverty.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. It is really evident of how severe unemployment here is in the Philippines. Um, I could see that a lot of children, parents, and adults of the like are struggling to find work jobs everywhere, so that they resort to working underground jobs which are not approved by the government or any some sort, so it becomes illegal of some like something like that. But it is clearly evident that unemployment is a problem in the Philippines, since a lot of people have a hard time looking for jobs. And this was a 2015 report. With the pandemic that has happened now, it's become a lot more worse. Okay.
Yeah. And our sources are National Statistical Coordination Board from National Statistics Office and the Labor Force Survey. And the three regions that rank low in poverty had the lowest incidence of underemployment, which is Metro Manila region, Region 3 Central Luzon, and Region 4A Calabarzon, where we can see literal children begging for money, and especially beggars in the street, because unemployment rate is so high no matter what age you are, no matter even if you're a foreigner. There are many foreigners in the street just asking for money because they got robbed by other people who are unemployed. Unemployment is such a big issue because it supports poverty, and it has a negative effect in our economy, in our society, and to themselves as well.
This was graphed at 2015, right? So imagine how unfortunate it is to be for right now. If this was happening in 2015, how about when we had the pandemic? That seems very sad.
Overpopulation, oversupply of labor force in some industries, and incapacity to take on available work are all factors that contribute to unemployment in the Philippines. Our countrymen face insufficient jobs, resources, and opportunities, which is why a lot of us go abroad to get a better living since there's a minimal job opportunities in the Philippines, and some of them are because of financial income, working conditions, and underpayment. Because of this unemployment, as many people lost their job during the pandemic and have since struggled to find new ones, and there is one overpopulation problem wherein the rise in the numbers of people aren't sufficient with the number of jobs available. Hence, it becomes too difficult look for new jobs in the Philippines unless you decide to go abroad.
conclusion is that
In conclusion,
we have bad shit country.
unemployment
Okay, go.
unemployment is a very big problem in the Philippines, and it still remains to be a problem today.
That is the conclusion of our group. That is all. Thank you.
Yes,